Dragon Ball Online. Wait, where's my face? I could have sworn that this is one of the best Dragon Ball games to ever grace this platform. We're gonna come back to this.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So that begs the question, what happened to the game that I used to know and love? And why are the players dropping to all-time lows? Let's talk about that. October 24th, 2019. Game developer Sonny the Boss published Dragon Ball Online Generations to Roblox. Now this is a game set in the Dragon Ball universe where you go and do Dragon Ball things, you know, like fighting. Kinda like a certain someone we all know. Now one of the focal points of this game is its robust combat system, resembling that of Dragon Ball's universe too, with features like perfect blocking, etc., making it stand out above the rest. But when the rest looks like this, it becomes much less impressive.
What the hell is even that?
Keep in mind that this isn't Sonny's first rodeo, as he's also the owner and dev of Dragon Ball Online Revelations, and prior to that, Dragon Ball Online. Wait, is it just me, or does that logo look oddly familiar? Nah, it's just in my head. Now, it doesn't take a mathematician to realize that the final update of Sonny's second game came around at around about the same time that Dragon Ball Online Generations started to hit the scene. But there's a question not being asked. Why did Sonny decide to make a different game in the first place? Was he just sick and tired of this beat busted and disgusted experience? Or is there something that we're not being told? You see, Sonny might be the boss, but that comes at approximately what cost? On October 23rd, 2019, Mr. The Boss was caught red-handed in the middle of some illegal activity, and his account ultimately got terminated for the sales of Roblox items in exchange for real-world compensation, whatever that's supposed to mean. However, this only proved to be a minor setback for him, because if you were paying attention up to this point, then you may have realized that this happened only one day before he published Dragon Ball Online Generations under a new name in studio. Now while the game shows and continues to show much potential and promise, the game ends up falling flat in multiple different ways that prove to be detrimental to the game's overall performance. Here's my hypothesis. Mr. The Boss game is a victim of its own design. Now let me tell you what I mean when I say that. If you've ever played this game, then you know how few and far between any new content can be. Currently, the last time we saw an update was more than a year or two ago, and that is absolutely outrageous. Kinda like how you have yet to like the video, but hey, I'm not trying to make you do anything, do you? So why does he take so long to update, you might ask? Well, this is what I think. Sonny is—
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
This is editing me from the future, and they have updated the faces. Only issue is, my face now looks like never would I have ever chosen this willingly. I look like SpongeBob from whatever episode he looked like this. This is actually awful. If doesn't give us a character reset, I'm gonna jump off a bridge. The obvious solution here was to just extend the catalog of faces instead of adding replacements. How this ended up being finalized is beyond me. Now, as I was saying, Sonny is working on what I believe will be the biggest update to this game ever. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about how that'll turn out. Up until now, every update has been very similar to the last. New location in the story, new form, new moves, but nothing really pushing this game to the next level. Sure, it might be somewhat pretty, this is still Roblox after all. Sure, it might have some decent combat here and there for a Roblox game, and I do believe that it has plenty of potential. But I do not believe that it is harnessing that potential. One of the most important aspects to a game where you have to play as a character you create from your own imagination is variety. Variety between you and the next guy, even if he's the same race as you. And this game doesn't have that. What this game has is pseudo-diversity. Now if that word is far too complex for you, don't worry, I will explain. Why are there 14 races? If you asked a Dragon Ball fan to guess all 14 races in the game for a chance to win $1 million or die, there would be no Dragon Ball fans. The truth is, half of these races are races that barely anyone plays. And the amount of races in the game makes it a lot harder for them to be truly diverse when you have to do something for all 14 of them. It's like having 14 kids, and I bet that sounds like a nightmare to you now, doesn't it? So what comes of that situation? Oversimplification. This game's content is the size of an ocean and has about as much depth as a puddle. What the f*** is a Canassan? And what makes it different from any other race in the game? Attribute points? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's faster stamina regeneration. That alone tells me that this race has no place here. It's almost like if we didn't have races like Canassan or, day forbid, Yardrat. Like, Yardrats in the show are pretty much only known for teaching Goku instant transmission, and they can't even do that. It's like if NBA 2K 2K25 came out with Steph Curry, but he's unable to shoot. Why is everyone the same? Why is it that the only difference are base stat allocations and glorified perks of special abilities? Why does every race have forms that are an equal strength to one another? And if I hear one person say it's for balance reasons, I need you to understand something. Dragonball Online Generations is a PvE focused game. You are not intended nor are you encouraged to fight anyone outside of the PvP modes. And within the PvP mode, you literally have the option to play PvP with limitations. If that's not enough for you, then I really don't know what is. But it's not unbalanced, I'll tell you that. If Sunny would have ultimately decided to tend to a core set of races and really focus on making the player feel like they are that race, like they are that character, instead of painting a different shade of the same color 14 times, then maybe, just maybe, I would be able to convince my dying soul to conjure up some sort of desire to play Lego Glowing Orb Punch and Scream Simulator. But until that day comes, you know where to find me.